Hello, welcome back to Social Equity, the podcast. It's Sophia Spallino. I'm so glad you're here, and this is my super sexy morning voice because I woke up and I was thinking and working through some things. As I do on Sunday mornings, I like to do a time of self-reflection. I like to listen to Oprah. I like to listen to music and dance around the house. And this one quote that I've heard before, and I don't know where, but it just kept popping up in my head. Insecurity kills all that is beautiful. And I've been meditating on it. In what areas of my life has insecurity made me smaller? Has insecurity destroyed something that was beautiful? Has insecurity taken up too much space in my mind and in my heart? So I wanted to bring that to you today. And I know here we usually talk about strategy and we talk about growing your business, but I think it's so important that we talk about the mindset that is required for personal growth, because without this growth and doing the work on the inside, we will not see that growth reflected in the outside in our businesses. So if you're with me, if you agree, you're going to love this episode. Keep listening. So, back to what I've been meditating on. Insecurity kills all that is beautiful. I would love for you to just sit back and do an inventory on your life where this has affected your relationships, your business, literally the way you show up in the gym, the way you show up as you network, the way you show up walking into a room. If you knew how worthy you were, and you could be delusional about, I am walking in as the most successful person in this room, and I'm so calm and confident, you wouldn't have one insecure bone in your body. You would shine, you would be radiant, and you'd be able to attract whatever you wanted to come to you in life. But because of self-judgment that tells us we're not good enough, aka insecurity, we allow it to come in, get wedged in. It's so subtle. It is like a little seed that is planted in us since we were children about certain things. And until we uproot it, until we identify and uproot it, it eats away at our relationships, our business, our self-esteem. And it's so important to uproot this immediately because your business, your relationship, your life, the way you feel about yourself, the way you feel about others depends on this. So how quickly will you take radical responsibility to take care of your own insecurities so they can't chip away your life? Again, what I'd recommend first is taking an inventory. What areas of your life do you or have you allowed insecurity to kill all that is beautiful? Maybe to get a good fire under your butt, where has insecurity already killed something that was really beautiful for you? I know that I have completely self-sabotaged different areas of my business and my relationships because I'm afraid that I'm not good enough or won't be perceived as good enough. And it literally stops me from taking steps until self-awareness, right? So look at where you have had dreams and you're afraid to take first steps because of insecurity, because of self-judgment that you're not good enough, because of fear of other people judging you that you won't be good enough. And the key to solving this problem is replacing insecurity with worthiness. The quicker you can replace, the more efficiently you can identify, I am allowing insecurity to fuck with this, the quicker you can realign. So you've got to get good at identifying it. Where are you feeling the ick? Where are you feeling I'm not good enough? You've got to identify when that comes up and the feeling that it creates in your body. And once you identify that, replace it with a worthiness thought. And that could be as simple as, well, someone's done it before me, so I can do it too. Or if she can have that, then I can have that. And I always go back to this story of my friend Anna and Christina from the Spiritual Fix. I was on their podcast one day, and Anna was saying how one of her friends used to manifest diamonds all the time. And she had a little bit of resistance towards her friend at the level of ease that she was able to manifest these diamonds. And one day she realized that insecurity was killing all that was beautiful. So she started to think, well, if she's worthy of diamonds, then why am I getting jealous here? Why can't I just realize I'm just as worthy of them too? In fact, if anyone would love a diamond so much and take such good care of it, it would be me. So the universe can trust me with this. And the moment she was able to change that belief, replace that insecurity with the feeling of worthiness. And the quickest way to get into worthiness with ease is going, why not me? Because it's one of those things where it's very casual. You're not having to strive too hard. When you say the words, why not me? It's immediate resistance down. So quickly replace insecurity with worthiness by simply going, why not me? And eventually realigning will be your second nature. And of course, after doing that, Anna manifested many diamonds. And what's really interesting is I did this too. It's a personal story, but I think I'll share it. Back whenever I was married, my mother passed down a family diamond for my ex-husband to give to me in my engagement ring. And when the marriage ended, I gave everything back to my parents. It was too painful. Certain things like I sold back for gold melt weight and whatnot, but gave back the diamond to my mom. And I never thought I would get it back because my mom really loves the diamond. It was her diamond first. But it turns out she was wearing it for a year, as she said, to get the bad juju off of it. And eventually she gave it back to me. But let me tell you, there was a lot of shame that I was experiencing around getting a divorce because I was raised super Christian. And even though my parents were supportive of my reasons why I was ending the marriage, I never thought I'd see that diamond again. That's for sure. Like, maybe people could accept a divorce, but no one's going to celebrate a divorce, or I'm not going to get like the diamond back. Like, it's just not mine anymore. And after recording that episode where I heard Anna talk about the diamond and how she started manifesting diamonds in her life, 2 days later, I was at my mom's house and she was like, hey, I've been wanting to talk to you about something. Can you come over here? And she pulled me off to the side and she put the diamond around my neck. She had turned it into a necklace and was like, I just want you to have this back. I took the bad juju off of it. And for those of you who have listened to my journey, this was a huge moment because I grew up in this purity culture where I was really disappointed. Even though my parents had accepted why I was getting the divorce, I really hadn't forgiven myself in a lot of ways for even getting married in the first place. Like, I would always tell people, I still made a bad decision, like it's my fault, blah, blah, blah. And I still carried a lot of shame and guilt around it, which is wild. Now that I believe what I believe and believe in the kind of love and infinite love that I believe in, not like this like mean God that's like waiting to check you off the list for doing something bad. Oh God, what an interesting journey it's been. But yeah, that moment with my mom was so special because it was a moment where maybe I couldn't tell myself, but she put the necklace on me and was like, you're worthy of this. And it was right when I decided. It was right when I decided after listening to that podcast, recording that podcast with my friend Anna, I thought about the diamond. I thought about, man, I'll never see it again. I'll never get to wear that again. It's not mine anymore. But I came to this acceptance and was like, I am open to more diamonds coming into my life. Because up until that point, I was like, I will never get married again. I'm literally scared of an engagement ring. At all these unconscious blocks around receiving diamonds. And as soon as I consciously uprooted and said, I am worthy of this, I don't know how, but I would like to attract more diamonds, 2 days later, my mom put the necklace around my neck. And I'm telling you this because it's as simple as taking down the unconscious blocks. And I think people make doing the work, quote unquote, so complicated, but it's not. It's literally just replacing the conditioned thoughts that tell us we're not good enough with we are good enough. I do deserve this. Everything is working out for me. Trusting the process, knowing that you are going to be fully carried. And before I end talking on this topic, sometimes we have so much self-judgment because we're comparing ourselves to other people in the industry that we are in. So if you are a trainer, you are comparing yourself to trainers on the internet. If you are a teacher on mushroom elixir and regulating your hormones, then you're comparing yourself to everyone else who is talking about this on the internet. And if you're a stylist, then you're comparing yourself to a stylist. And I just want to remind you that comparison is a trap and the quickest way to produce insecurity that kills all is beautiful in you, in your heart, in your light, in your business. And it's so important that you don't let this happen, because if you're listening to this, you are a powerful woman who believes in your purpose, who is out here doing something important in the world, knowing that she can profit from what she loves to do. And anytime you allow yourself to be slowed down by comparison, you are actually stopping people from receiving your work who need it. Because if you deeply believe in your purpose, you wouldn't allow anything to come in between you and the lives you are changing. So stop allowing time for comparison. Comparison honestly just results in wasted time. You're going to be spending more time feeling down on yourself. You're going to spend time copying content. You're going to spend time creating new offers just because someone else created that offer and that's what's working for them in their business. You're going to spend time researching to master something that isn't even your purpose. You're going to decide you need to start creating posts a certain way, adding different technology to your business. You need to start replacing comparison thoughts immediately, because all they are is self-judgment thoughts that you are not good enough in disguise. Immediately uproot them with, it's me against me and no one else. And she is evidence that I can do it too. Those are the two things that need to come to your mind. If you have a thought that is jealousy, a thought that feels icky because you're comparing yourself to someone else, it's me against me, baby. And she is evidence that I can do this too. That is the quickest way to replace comparison thoughts. Remember, insecurity kills all that is beautiful, and you are beautiful the way that you are. Your business is beautiful the way that it is. Of course, we're always growing, but you do not need to be comparing yourself to everybody. Your heart is beautiful. It is already good enough for the person you are with in your relationship. Do not allow insecurity to kill all that is beautiful. Do not allow self-judgment to kill all that is beautiful. Do not allow comparison to kill all that is beautiful. Before you go, if you haven't already, please identify the places where you are doing this, because the moment you stop doing this is the moment you will feel like you just jumped into the ocean. You come up for a deep breath of air and you feel like you got your life force back in your business, in your body, and your relationships, because you're only comparing you to yourself, because you are feeling worthy in who you are, because you are purpose driven in every area of your life.
I'm Sophia Spallino, the host of Social Equity. Thanks for listening to the podcast and sharing it with your friends. If you got value from this episode, be sure to subscribe and listen to more episodes about mastering your entrepreneur mindset, making more money with your personal brand, manifesting your dream social media audience, and living a life doing what you love, like truly love every day. And if you love the show but don't know who I am or why you could take my advice to heart and implement my strategies and tips, allow me to introduce myself. I am a social media coach and agency founder. I have spent over 8 years in the social media space and amassed over 333,000 followers across platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as hosting a top charting podcast. I am not gatekeeping the goods. I want to share my tips to help you build social equity. What's social equity? It's a little term I coined. Let's break it down. Social, in this case, short for social media. Equity, the value of an engaged online community, an asset you are building for yourself. I love helping women build social equity and watching you unapologetically take up space online and leverage your personal brand to directly earn revenue or support another revenue stream. Yes, you can strategically attract people who love to follow you on social media, believe what you say, and love to buy from you. If you're ready to stop hitting walls, take inspired action, and manifest social media success, there are 2 ways to work with me. You can hire me as your personal coach or work with me and my agency. If you want to learn how to make strategic, beautiful content and grow your brand, you can do it. I can teach you. Join my one-on-one, on-demand coaching support program to get access to me and social media lessons in real time. When you're inspired, at your own pace, I am a text away. Plus, you'll get weekly Zoom lessons. Whether you're a novice at creating or need strategic support overcoming a plateau, I can help you level up your mindset and personal brand. Apply for VIP access in the show notes. You can also book a single session if you started your personal or business social media journey and just feel stuck. Now, if you don't have time to make strategic, beautiful content, but you know you need to have a pristine social media presence, me and my team of social media stylists at Legacy the Agency can do it for you with excellence. As a perfectionist, I've had trouble letting go of doing everything myself, and I can promise you, you will scale faster and achieve so much more if you hire the right people. We are the right people, and we do things with excellence. Learn how Legacy the Agency works by going to legacytheagency.com or by visiting the link in the show notes. When you do that, you can book a clarity call on legacytheagency.com, and that will include a social media audit of what you currently have going on. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sophia Spallino. And lastly, if you feel yourself come alive and get excited to take radical responsibility for building your social equity, share this show with a friend and leave a 5-star rating and kind review wherever you listen to podcasts. Because with a positive mindset and a personal brand, I believe all things are possible. So get up and go get what you want.